I'm getting a lot of people asking about the Hall Effect sticks, so I thought I'd make a quick guide on how they work, what they do, and why they don't get stick drift. So here is a side-by-side comparison of a normal potentiometer stick, which is factory fitted on the left, and on the right, the orange, is the Hall Effect sticks. So just a brief explanation of the potentiometer then. I have actually got a full video on my TikTok page explaining this in more detail, but in simple terms, this here, the wiper, has to make contact with this component here called the track. This then sends a signal down into the terminals over to the PCB, which tracks where your movements lie. This is the Hall Effect stick. So as you can see, there's some slight differences here. It does the same job, but there's no contact. And the reason for this is because this is actually a magnet. So as the magnet goes left and right, etc., it has a chip here that registers the magnet's movements. And then this does the same job as the potentiometer, but with no contact. The reason why stick drift happens a lot of the time is because this track here wears from the wiper, whereas this doesn't have a wiper and track, so it doesn't get stick drift. And that is why the Hall Effect sticks generally don't get stick drift. Now, there is TMR sticks as well, which are relatively new to the market, and I will make a quick guide on how they work too, because they're also sort of stick drift proof, because they work kind of similar to the Hall Effects. But I think that's going to conclude all the video. So I know it was very, very brief, but I hope it sort of explains enough to people as to what the benefits are, what they do, why they work the way they work. So if you found this interesting, if you learned something new, then obviously drop us a like. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.